Reds have kicked off the new season by winning a football match. But what a strange football match it was. This is the post-match pint. I'm Gareth Roberts, this is Wright, this is James Sutton. We are in Love and Rockets on Lark Lane, so thanks to Rob Gutman for that. And Stu, a bit mad, wasn't it? Leeds gave us a run for our money. Some strange defending by Liverpool, very un-Van Dijk, for instance. Very un-Trent, for instance. Very un-Andy Robertson. I mean, it was the whole of the back four, really, wasn't it, at times? But we got it done, and Mo was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, they were good, weren't they? They're a good team.
Yeah.
They are a good team.
They'll get some points.
And we were crap at the back, but they can simultaneously still be good going forward. And they were really good going forward. Loads of confidence here. You've got to admire the way they took us on from the first minute to the last. Our defence was crap. It was bad to a man. Every single one of them.
I mean, even in terms of the team defensively as well. So not just the back four, the midfield were knocking off. The midfield weren't tracking runners.
But there's a pattern here that we've mentioned before about whether it goes back to before lockdown, maybe a few weeks before lockdown, where we were defensively showing signs of being a bit slack. But I think it's also worth mentioning that over the international break, it's the entire back four, it's the entire defence that haven't been with the club, training with the club, whereas a lot of the forward players and the midfielders have been there. And you could see that day, today, whether that 10 days makes a huge difference. I'd say it probably does at this stage of proceedings, really, when they've had such a limited pre-season. If the defence, when you see Van Dijk playing like that, alarm bells obviously ring, but I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, lucky them. But if in 2-3 weeks we're still looking that shaky at the back, then I'm going to get a bit nervous, to be honest with you. Other than that, I don't think anyone necessarily covered themselves in glory, except for the main man, Mo Salah, the man of first day of the season. Brilliant. He lives for it, doesn't he? He absolutely lives for it.
He's absolutely slapped a big load of egg onto my face, because I was worried about him, I've got to be honest, and I had a little mini moan on one of the things we did about saying, like, in pre-season, he just didn't look sharp, he didn't look on it, he wasn't really doing anything, and then it was like someone flicked the switch, and today he was fucking brilliant.
But I think that's what it is. I think it is a bit of a flick switch. I don't think every player can do that, but I think some players can. He's there for when it counts. I also think as well, I've heard a lot since we won the league. Yes, we won the league.
But we are the champions.
I've heard a lot about how we don't prove ourselves that we're great until we win it again or whatever, and that the players are inevitably going to have they're going to lose 1 or 2% because they've scaled the top of the mountain. But there's certain players in world football, and there's certain players throughout history who they live to be top of the mountain. When they get to the top of the mountain, they breathe the air and you think, this is where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? They have a birthright to be champions, and I think Mo Salah is one of those players. Yeah. He's won the league. He's not going to drop off. He's going to look around and go, I'm home. This is where I'm supposed to be. And if anything, there may be players who drop off a little bit, but I don't think he'll be one of them. In fact, I think, he scored a hat-trick first game of the season. I think he's going to go on a run now, and we'll see the best of Mo Salah that we've seen for a while.
Yeah, and made up that he's in my fantasy team there.
You had to get that in again, didn't you?
I had Van Dijk as well, and Aubameyang flying that. But there's going to be lots of talk the next few days, on the Anfield app and everywhere else, really, about all the players that didn't perform today, about that it was a bit ring rusty, all the rest of it. But I think Stu did a bit of it there, but we've got to give Leeds credit there, haven't we? I mean, they've come to Anfield from the Championship, and they've dominated possession. I mean, okay, they don't have that many shots on target aside from the actual goals they score. Two of them are great finishers, albeit you can obviously pick holes in terms of Liverpool's defending. But they've done fantastically well there. I mean, compare and contrast that to when we played Norwich this time last season.
Yeah, I think, like you say, I think there'll be a lot of stuff written over the coming days. Sunday and Monday, there'll be quotes taken from journalists in the newspapers. Rio Ferdinand will probably say something mental, that unless we sign Lionel Messi, we're not going to win another game. There'll be big Reds on Twitter losing their marbles. But actually, in the context, and as you're saying, with it being Leeds, they're so up for it. They are so up for it. The team, the club, the manager, the backroom staff, you know, and coming to Anfield on their first game. Yeah, there's no fans there, but you saw it today. You know, not 1 minute did those players let their energy levels drop, and that was a big game for us, man. And we came through it. I'm absolutely made up